Hi, this is Miss V, and I'm at the TOPS location with Mama Tina, Miss Tina Glasgow. We are here. We're just going to pretty much get some information on what this organization is about and what they have going on here. First, we just want to know, how did you all get started?
How we got started was a vision that Kenneth Glasgow, my son, had while he was incarcerated in Polk City Prison. Before that, prior to that, he was on drugs real bad, crack cocaine, got incarcerated so God could sit down and talk, so God could sit him down so he could talk to him. And in the process of getting closer to God, he gave him a vision to come back and clean up where he had messed up and to get his fellow sisters and brothers off the street. And that is the total goal of TOPS: to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to visit in prison. And that's what we are trying to do, and trying to empower them to restore their lives.
And what does TOPS stand for? It's like
The Ordinary People Society.
That's great. About how long have you all been, doing what you're doing?
We are in our 10th year.
10th year. And are there any projects that you're working on, new projects that you all will be taking on in the near future?
Yes, besides we have Mama Tina's Mission House, where we feed the hungry and the homeless, and it's welcome to anybody that is hungry, not just the homeless. We have a restoration house where guys coming out of prison usually don't have anywhere to stay, and we're trying to get more room for them so that they will have somewhere to stay when they come out of prison. We're also looking for people that will hire them, because if you're an ex-felon, you won't be able to get a job off the bat. It's hard, so we're trying to find out all the companies that will hire them, give them a chance. We appreciate it, and with Kenneth being one of them that's been doing this for 10 years, I feel that's inspiration to the public to know that they can change their life, or they have changed their life. The new project that I'm working on right now is because I'm adamant about the children, and I just did a press release yesterday for Adopt a Child for School program, and it entails wanting you to adopt a child for the school year. And these are children of low income that their parents are unable to provide all the things they need for school. I was very much into when they started the uniforms, because the uniforms makes you not identify a rich kid from a poor kid.
That's right.
So, but they still have needs for school supplies. They still have needs for tutors to make them more aggressive in school. And the low-income parents cannot afford a tutor, and they cannot afford some of the school supplies that they need. Also, they can afford for them to get in extracurricular activities like dance class, cheerleading class, and because all of that costs. So I'm trying to get people to adopt a child, and they will help the parents support this child's needs for the school year, and also reward them for making A's and B's, so that they will have a little gift to make them, encourage them to want to make A's and B's, and they will be ready when they grow up to go to college instead of all of this dropout rate we have now.
That is beautiful, actually. And what are you calling that project?
Adopt a Child for School.
Adopt a Child for School.
Mama
Adopt
Tina's
a Child.
Kids. It's really called TOPS Mama Tina's Kids.
That's great. And is there anything else that you wanted to let us know?
We also where you at, this location is our empowerment center. The Mission House, where we feed, the soup kitchen, is on Alice Street. But here at the empowerment center, we also have free GED classes every Thursday morning. We have free computer classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we're starting the after school program. Since school is about to start, we will be doing the after school program. There will be something going on with the kids to make sure their homework is done after school every day, and somewhere for them to be besides in the street.
There you have it, Mama Tina. She's putting it down. Kids will be here after school getting it in.
And I want you to say,
and I want to add Can I add something?
Yeah.
I would like to add, this is not just for the bottom area where we are. It's for the whole Wiregrass area. I want some kids from Selma Street School, from Fane Elementary, all around. I would like to focus on all the schools in the Wiregrass area.
I want to ask, is there going to be any like transportation for those kids that are coming from those other areas and not just locally?
Yes, we will. If they do not have transportation, can't afford transportation, we will provide it. A lot of these young parents are not taking care of their children. And if I'm interested in what's going on with your child in school, I'm hoping it encourages you to be interested in what's going on, you know. You know, you see what I'm saying? Then that should make you be interested in what's going on with your child in school. And then you get a jealous daddy that maybe he'll perk up and say, well, hey, Ron's seeing about my kid. I'm going to take care of my kid.
Yeah.
I want to kill them birds too.
That's right. That's fine. This is your girl, Miss B, with the Talk of the Dot, and this is what you have with Tops with Mama Tina.
You're watching the Talk of the Dot. Thank God for the Talk of the Dot.
In your time of being 23 years old, all these different issues that's coming up, all these different frenzies that's going on. We done came, one of the biggest cliches I got is we done came from the back of the bus to the front of the prison. The struggle continues. But each year we do these commemorations and these traditional homages to marches and this and that and the other. At 23 years old, I want to ask you 3 questions I ask a lot of young folks. Have you ever seen somebody get beat up? Have you ever seen somebody get shot?
No.
Okay, have you ever seen the police beat somebody up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I ask you that because in us trying to build a cohesion in the community with the law enforcement in the community, a lot of y'all younger people are suffering from post-traumatic stress that y'all have seen police beat people up. So how could you call them and trust them when you done seen them beat up one of your friends? That's one thing. The second thing is, when you got the NAACP, the SCLC, all these different groups, my brother Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, do y'all really feel like they pertaining to issues of today or not? In your age category. Honestly, and I know it puts you on the spot.
No, but I mean, it's like something that we just having to deal with.
But they were necessary to get us to this point. So therefore my question would be, if they're not pertaining to the ills of today, then who's gonna rise up and deal with the issues of the day? One of my problems is I rise up and deal with the issues of the prison industrial complex, the drug war, and all these failing fallacies that they got out here now that's supposed to be working and ain't worked in 30 and 40 and 50 years. But my problem is young people like you won't get in behind until they get locked up, go to jail, or either you calling me about your boyfriend or your baby daddy because now he locked up, but won't come support and get in behind. In the Civil Rights, in the Voting Rights Act, when Martin Luther King led the march over the bridge in 1965, you know who started that? SNCC. The young folks in college, your age and younger, 23 and younger. That's who started that. That's what I need y'all to do now. I'll help y'all start it. I'll take all the bullets. I'll take all the rocks and all the flat that come with it. But I need y'all to come on, let's go. Because if we don't mess around and do something with y'all now, we got a dying future because y'all ain't in behind. But y'all say it ain't necessary to have them older folks, but y'all ain't supporting the ones that's trying to come up. So if it's time for new leadership, then how do we push that new leadership? Now that's your question. How do we push the new leadership that is out here doing something? So what would you say to the young folks to tell them? You know, come on, support who's trying to save you. Well, tell them, what would your words be?
Well, what I have to say to that is we are the future, and our children are. So we need to get together and come down here and get with these people and work with them and see what we can do to help. Because, I mean, we can't do it all. But what we can do is find out what we can do to get involved, sign different petitions and stuff like that. Get involved, be informed, number one, so that we can make a difference in our community.